So if you guys didn't know, Steep was free to play the other week, and I decided to play it because I wanted to play it. I wasn't gonna pay $60 for it when it came out, and I didn't even know it came out. And when I played it, that like it had to be the worst snowboarding game I've ever played. No lie. Yo, what's good, guys? It's KenWal, and today we're going to be talking about what I wanted from Steep. Let's start off with talking about the content. First of all, the game was so bad I only put like an hour into it, and the thing is, I actually played most of the game in the hour. So most of the game is just you go through its open world and you just do challenges and you just go through all around the map. Like that's it. And then I think you could get customized like gear from that, but like it's really not interesting at all. I'm like, why did you do that? Why it's so boring. Why they did it's just the worst replayability and it's the worst attempt to make people to come back to that game. What I wanted wasn't even that hard. What I wanted from this game is not that hard. All I wanted was literally better gear that like not I'm not saying where it makes your board fast or something, but like make it more like the classic snowboard game everyone wants, which is SSX. Everyone wants that cool like awesome do whatever tricks you want kind of game. I don't know, like the customization each character in that game was cool. That's what I'm pretty sure everyone wanted from this snowboard game if people knew about it or if people played this game. Everyone wanted another SSX. When a snowboard game comes out, that's what people think of. I don't know why they try to go off in their own realm. Like all you had to do in terms of content was make it like harder to get the gear and more interesting. I don't know why they made it that you have to do challenges. First of all, it's hard enough to make a snowboard game have replayability. I get that. It's very hard to do it, but there's ways of doing it. Like, I don't know why they didn't take advantage of exploring the land. I feel like they didn't do a good job of like making your player explore the Alps. I think that's where you're at. I wish they did that. And then when you unlocked it, you would unlock a challenge or something. And the challenges, like, make the challenges fun and not simple, like race. Like that's so simple. Or freestyle. Why don't you have different aspects to the race? Like I don't get it. I don't get why it's so hard to create this new stuff. It's not hard. For example, to diversify the challenges, all you have to do is like what I'm thinking is maybe for freestyle. Not just you have to earn a certain point. Certain what the fuck was that? But you have to just earn a certain point and then amount of points and then win. How about you have to successfully do a certain trick or something? And like I don't get why that's so hard to do. Maybe it's not that great of an example, but I'm only one person here. I'm pretty sure other people could create cooler things and cooler aspects of the game. I just thought it was very lazy in terms of replayability and content for this game. Next, I feel like this game did not take advantage of its exploration aspect of the game and its open world. I think the wingsuit was really cool. I feel like that I don't know, I think they should have just dumbed it down to snowboarding and skis like SSX on tour. I feel like if you were going to do open world, I feel that what I would have done if I was a game developer for this game, I would have taken advantage of that. If this world is big, like they made a really big world for this game. I feel that maybe you and your friends to add it more like a group kind of thing. How about you get dropped off at a certain point and you have to successfully go down the mountain, go down this the slope, and then once you do that, you unlock more things. Feel that maybe you should have more control of where you want to go. I feel that you shouldn't have your hands held. I feel like you should have your own direction. Like it's up to the player's ability where they want to go, or with your crew or something like that. If you want to go up a mountain that no one's ever been to, you could do that. And maybe it's like the dangerous mountain and it has like an avalanche. That's another thing they could do with the races. Why didn't any game bring back avalanches? Like what the bro, SSX3 was like the only game that had avalanche. And now with the technology we have, I'm pretty sure we can handle like a crazy ass avalanche. That would be cool. That's another aspect that I would bring to the game, especially with the races. The environment has to be cool. I remember SSX3, the maps where they would take you, it would be like a snowstorm. It would be a blizzard, and you'd be snowboarding down a mountain hella fast. That is a cool aspect to the game. The weather, that's what I would add just to diversify it and then make it a constant thing. Like go through morning, afternoon, night, and then the weather cycle changes. I want it to feel like I'm legit going, like I might die, like dead ass. That feeling where it's dangerous when you're snow, because it is. You're fucking getting chased by tons of snow and you're gonna get trampled by it. That would be cool. Add like a little bit of a survival tactic to it. I feel like they definitely need to do that, especially with this game, especially with the races. Another thing I would have done with this game is try to make it and bring back nostalgia with SSX. Not make it exactly like it, but bring back the important aspects that made SSX what it is today. And that, I think one of the reasons is the tricks. The tricks they weren't possible in real life. That's what made it so great. You couldn't do those tricks in real life, and they look so cool when you actually got to pull it off, and then you had your tricky bar. That's so cool to do, and everyone was intrigued by it. At least I was. And I feel like the tricks, when you try to make them realistic in that sense, it's not that fun. Everyone wants it to be like fake and abnormal. You can't do those tricks. That's what makes it so cool and intriguing in a video game. So that's definitely what I would have done. And Steep obviously didn't do that. They just stuck with a real life snowboard simulator kind of game. Yeah, but Steep was definitely a game that it's not a sleeper. You're not missing out on anything. Just don't buy it at all unless the price drops to at least like $10. No lie. That game is just not just, I'm not going to badmouth it, but let me just say it's just bad. It's just bad. Let me just leave it at that. But that's it for today's video, guys. There's going to be more coming up. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'm out. Peace.